The Trailhunter is a new trim on the ubiquitous Tacoma from Toyota, but that is not the biggest news here. The biggest news is a hybrid powertrain that comes standard on the TRD Pro and on the Trailhunter. It is available on some other trim levels, but I'm about to get into why I think a hybrid powertrain on a mid-sized truck is a stroke of genius. First, the 2.4-liter iForce Max engine gives the Toyota Tacoma best-in-class power with 326 horses and 465 pound-feet of torque. And torque is something that if you're going off-road or towing, you want a lot of. That's available only on the TRD Sport, TRD Off-Road, and Limited, not the SR or SR5 models. There is a lesser-powered iForce engine that is available that gives you 278 horsepower and 317 foot-pound of torque, which is not terribly chintzy considering what you got last time with the V6. So you're gonna get more power already, even with that base engine. Both of those powertrains mate to an 8-speed automatic transmission. You can also get the Tacoma with a manual transmission, but the great thing is you're also going to be able to manually shift even if you have that 8-speed, just to kind of get you to where you want to go if you are looking for a little bit more power in the low range. So another reason to be pretty excited about a hybrid powertrain is efficiency. It is going to be so much better when it comes to fuel economy. Unfortunately, at the making of this video, we do not have numbers on all of that stuff yet, but rest assured, it's going to be much better than the previous generation Tacoma. I mean, coming up off like something of a pretty steep incline, you feel that juicy low-end torque that is just so present. It's right there. This is about the same torque that's on the diesel Wrangler, which I thought at the time when that thing came out, that was like super torquey and amazing. So if you are someone who's really serious about getting off-road and you're doing some crawling, you're not gonna be missing the V6. You're gonna have plenty of power here to get done what you want to get done. Okay, so I've put crawl control on, which is basically like an off-road cruise control. I'm not touching the accelerator right now. I'm just sort of seeing what it'll do. This is so much quieter than it was before. Holy smokes, like I can't even really hear it. Come on, buddy. Come on, there we go, there we go. It's kind of taking its time. This really allows you to focus on the trail, really looking at what you're going over. I have a nice spotter right here, so that's really helpful. Come on, buddy. Go, go, go. There you go. There you go. It's nice and smooth. Hearing a little bit of noise now, but still, it's really working terrific. We love this system for someone who's maybe not wanting to be distracted or who's just starting out doing some trail driving. Let's face it, most people are not going to go off-road, so we did have an opportunity to drive the hybrid on the road too, and I had a few thoughts about that. Guys, you know what? If you're really in love with that V6, you are not going to miss it. That hybrid acts as a little bit of a torque fill, and so if there is any turbo lag, it is very, very minuscule. The second you're on the throttle, it's giving you all the juice you want. The engagement between the gas-powered engine and the hybrid motor is seamless. Toyota really is just, I mean, at the top of their game when it comes to hybrid technology, and the application here in the Tacoma works great. The other thing I'm going to say is I actually am not minding the sound that this thing is making. I mean, no, it's not something that has this like low guttural, noise to it, but it's not as like displeasing or high and whiny as I've heard other Turbo 4s. So, listen, you may not be thrilled with it, but I'm honestly like not that disappointed. Again, for anyone who is a naysayer about missing the V6 or not having as much power, I mean, honestly, I say my recommendation is get into this thing and just see what you think. On the road, I got no problems here. So a couple of extras that you're gonna get on the Trailhunter that are really gonna help you out there. These ARB tow hooks, which are really handy. These off-road wheels, they're 18-inch, they're bronze. Guys, I think these are pretty dope looking. Those are all-terrain tires from Goodyear. That's pretty great. You're gonna get rock rails here to protect the sides of your body. And, oh, can't forget this little nugget, like a little snorkel that you're gonna get in case you're fording some water, which we're gonna do. You are also gonna get a lighting package from Rigid, which is super cool. These guys make fantastic lights. And of course, some underbody protection, just in case you're going over something kind of gnarly.
You get a sway bar disconnect, locking differentials, and there's a terrain monitor that lets you see everything that's happening out on the trail in front of you.
So this thing is pretty much ready to roll and get out on the trail. So you're not gonna have to spend a whole lot of money modifying this vehicle. The other great thing about Toyota having done all of the work for you is that if you go to an outside shop and do aftermarket stuff, then it's not under warranty. But everything on this truck is. That doesn't mean you can go out and just like destroy your truck. Like, you gotta be careful. But if something does happen that shouldn't happen, then you're covered. So the Trailhunter does not come with the isodynamic seats that come on the TRD Pro. Those are more for kind of like Baja fast driving on like washboard or on bigger whoops. And that's fine. These seats are very comfortable. I'm perfectly fine with my seating position, and I'm not really missing those seats. I mean, honestly, like, I'd love those seats in every car that I drive, but you know, we can't have it all.
Those seats are so great, I did a video just on those. So stay tuned after this video and check it out.
You can get the Trailhunter with a 5 or 6 foot bed. Just don't forget, if overlanding is your jam, if you do get that extended bed, then your geometry is going to suffer just a little bit. When it comes to pricing, you're looking at $63,395 for the Trailhunter, including destination. Now, if you want that extra foot of bed, that's gonna cost you $500 more.
The iForce Max TRD Sport will cost you $47,795, and the TRD Off-Road with that hybrid is $48,095. The limited iForce Max comes in at $57,295. If you want to tow with the Trailhunter, you've got 6,000 pounds of options. Payload for an overlander is very important given all the gear, and that maxes out at 1,710 pounds. Max towing on the Tacoma is 6,500 pounds, but that is with the standard iForce gas engine.
You guys know trucks, and you know that there's always so much to talk about, from how it's configured to how we use them and drive them. And there's gonna be so much more to talk about here. I know that you guys are also gonna be really interested in being part of the conversation, so let me know what you think about the idea of a hybrid powertrain on a truck. Personally, I don't think that you're gonna be able to go wrong here. I think you're gonna get plenty of power that you need, and you're gonna be so much more efficient. So you're gonna be able to get out there and do what it is that you wanna do for longer and have a great time. So, subscribe to the Kelley Blue Book YouTube channel and stay tuned for all the information that is Tacoma.